It's a battle for first place in the AL East between the New York Yankees and the Baltimore Orioles. The Yankees have taken each of the first two games of the series, so whoever wins in this first half finale is going to spend the All-Star break in first place atop the AL East.
Yeah, Dean Kramer in his fifth big league season. Had a career year last year, 13-5 with a very solid ERA, worked 172 innings, and he'll have his hands full against the number 2 offense in the Yankees in all of Major League Baseball.
Kramer's 2-2 pitch home, tried to check it, did Rice, and went around. So 2 gone, bases empty for Aaron Judge. A Major League leading 34 homers leading into the break, and he wears one on the shoulder on the very first pitch of the at-bat. And the Yankee fans in the ballpark don't like what they saw. Alex Verdugo on a 3-0 pitch sends a fly ball out to center for Colton Cowser, and nothing comes of the 2-out hit batsman to open the game. Half inning gone, the Yankees 0. Carlos most recently Tuesday in Tampa took a 5-3 loss to the Rays, and after winning 9 of his first 11 decisions this year, has dropped 5 straight. Strikes out Gunnar Henderson on the full count pitch, 1 away for Rodon, given some of the injuries that they've dealt with. And a swing and a miss by Ryan Mountcastle. A couple of strikeouts in a 1-2-3 start to the afternoon for Carlos Rodon. 2 quick outs for Dean Kramer in the second, working to Anthony Volpe, battling on 3-2. The next full count pitch, ticketed for the gap in right center field. Laying out is Santander. It gets behind him, but Cowser was quick to back him up, and that'll keep Volpe at second base. Trent Grisham with an RBI opportunity, and now Volpe at second with 2 gone. 0-1 to Grisham. And a bouncer that's going to get through. Volpe being waved around. The Yankees are on the board first this afternoon in Baltimore.
This caught a little bit too much of the plate. You wanted it in. Again, Ben, a little mislocated fastball from Kramer. A 2-out RBI base hit.
Trouble with it here. 3 balls and 2 strikes to count to Jorge Mateo. That's lined in the left. Westberg wrapping around. Throw to third is not in time. Mateo gets into second, and Baltimore has something cooking in their half of the second inning. Here we go. 3-2 pitch. Back up the middle, but gathered in by Volpe, who read it great off the bat. Nothing in the Baltimore second.
When it's muggy outside and it's hot, all your conditioning that you did in the offseason allows you to be really good in these situations. And speaking of really good, that's a really good pitch by Dean Kramer.
Yeah. Soto negotiating with Emil Jimenez, thinking he checked it. He's not going to win that discussion, and there are 2 gone. James McCann leading things off in the third. Gunnar Henderson and Adley Rutschman to follow in a 1-0 Yankee lead here, bottom of the third. Rodon loses McCann on a 3-2 breaking ball. And not to mention, James McCann is a guy who was just 2 for 15 in his career against Carlos Rodon, batting in the number 9 spot. So for him to draw a leadoff walk is potentially the harbinger of big things here this inning for the Orioles. Henderson, who struck out to start the first inning. Not going to get him out this time. Gunnar goes deep. Number 28 for the reigning AL Rookie of the Year.
Making home run number 28 on the season, his 63rd RBI, and the Orioles have a 2-1 lead on 1 swing by the kid, Gunnar Henderson.
Ball and 2 strikes to count to Rutschman. And he'd like to have that pass back. Tied up with a slider that time. And here's Santander. Santander made a late decision to try to chase that heater and struck out. And that's 5 for Rodon this afternoon. Austin Hayes waiting on deck for Baltimore. Boy, that slider to the right-handed batter has been pretty sharp. Verdugo to second with 1 gone now. Ball and 2 strikes to count. Into the opposite field. Not a lot of love there with that deeper dimension, and an easy play for Austin Hayes. To center field. Cowser drifting back on it to retire the side. Nothing comes of this leadoff walk.
Rodon's already at 89 pitches.
James McCann, he's got Mateo and Cowser aboard with 1 gone here in the 4th. Popped up, slicing toward the stands. And Rice is able to get there before it gets out of play. A big second out. The 2-2 to Henderson. Got him swinging. In and out of trouble is Carlos Rodon in the 4th. Still a 2-1 Orioles lead as Dean Kramer goes back to work for Trent Grisham, Oswaldo Cabrera, and Ben Rice in the Yankees half of inning number 5. Trent Grisham to deep right and gone.
That's about as short of a stroke as you'll see right there. Trent Grisham's having an awesome day so far. 2 for 2 day, a couple of RBIs, a single and a home run now.
Trent Grisham got off to such a rough start as a Yankee. That one's ripped back up the middle. Oswaldo Cabrera with a base hit. And here come the Yankees in their half of the 5th. The next 3-2 pitch home. Judge checks it. He did not go around in his ball 4. Jacob Webb on his way into the ball game as Dean Kramer has gone after 4 2/3. He'll exit with 2 out, runners at 2nd and 3rd, and a 2-2 tie. Quickly in front of Alex Verdugo, 0-2. A bouncer for Mateo. And Jacob Webb on 3 pitches is able to shut the door in the 5th. Here's Anthony Santander, struck out twice against Carlos Rodon, trying to pick up a modest 4-game hitting streak today. Santander high and deep to right. Soto doesn't even move, and the Birds go back out on top.
Oh, Tony Tater's in the house here in Baltimore. That was a big fly, folks. 24th long ball of the year, his 58th RBI. That was a hanger by Tommy Kahnle, and Santander knew just what to do with it.
Pitching change that brings in Cianel Perez to face the left-handed hitting Trent Grisham. A bouncer that gets past Mountcastle into right. I don't know how that ball evaded Mountcastle's glove. It looked like he was all over it.
Now a 1st and 3rd situation with 2 out.
The 2-2 got him swinging. This went to the good old country hardball. Well, a guy known for working the count, who before today had been swinging a hot bat. And you know Perez is going to be somewhat careful with him. How about that? How about just punching him out on a breaking ball? And they've made Juan Soto turn the hat trick today.
Yeah, Soto just kind of shook his head when he went back to the dugout like, nice pitch. You can't throw one any better than that. Soto says, well done.
Yanier Cano continues on the mound for Baltimore in the top of the 8th inning. And Torres serves a base hit back up the middle.
Playing in on the grass.
Yeah, and if you think he's going to bunt, sometimes it's a good idea to elevate a fastball.
Double play ball. Yankees have hit into more of them than any other team in the sport, and there are 2 away. To illustrate the lack of movement. Oh boy, that one's going to go. Big right fielder not. Get going. No, making the catch is Verdugo. Oh, Kershaw new left field wall. That's a homer in 25 ballparks. And here's Santander dumping a ball out to right. Soto laid out, and it gets past him. Hey, Santander thinking about a triple on his way into 3rd. A couple of changes. A pinch runner, a new pitcher for right-hander Jake Cousins will be appearing in back-to-back games in the series.
This is a situation infield in with 1 out. You're usually going on contact.
On 1 hop, flagged down by Cabrera, home, and Mullins is out at the plate.
Well, that's why you bring the infield in. You bring the infield in, and you hope your pitcher can create a ground ball. And Jake Cousins does it perfectly.
Craig Kimbrell on to try to finish it off in the top half of the 9th inning. Major League Baseball's active saves leader, 23 of them coming this year. Gets 8, 9, then top of the order in the 9th inning today. 3-2 pitch. And the leadoff hitter's aboard in a 1-run game to start the 9th.
You got to get that tying run into scoring position.
With Soto scheduled to bat this inning, we won't even have that discussion because they're back-to-back walks that have opened the 9th.
Go ahead run at 2nd, but Ben Rice, when he was in the minors, he was the middle of the lineup hitter.
Right.
The Yankees have had opportunities today. 1 for 5 with runners in scoring position. They've stranded 8. High drive out to right field. That one's got a chance. Santander will watch it fly. Santa Maria.
Are you kidding me? The young rookie comes through again for the Yankees. 2 walks and a bomb.
Ben Rice, his 6th long ball of the year, make it 19 RBIs. And what do you know? The Yankees have a 2-run lead.
3-run homer in the top of the 9th has given New York a chance to finish off a 3-game sweep and get into the All-Star break back on top in the AL East. It'll be Clay Holmes that'll try to finish it out here in the bottom of the inning. Back up the middle. Leadoff hitter aboard in the Baltimore half of the ninth. Slow chopper for Torres. Backhand to Volpe. Relay back to first is not in time. 1 on 1 out now, and it'll be Ryan O'Hearn as the potential tying run. Tying runs are on base. Winning run digging in at the plate in the form of Gunnar Henderson. I mean, the Orioles could not have asked for a better situation here. I mean, this is playing right into their hands. Their best and hottest hitter at the plate. And Henderson's rung up on a ball on the corner. That's what they call a shadow strike. One that could have gone either way. Clipped just enough of the zone for Holmes to get his punch out. All up to Adley Rutschman now. 1 for his last 19. That made it easy. Pitch that was well outside, and now the bases are loaded. I mean, if you thought we had some drama 10 minutes ago, tying run moves into scoring position. The winning run's on base, and it's all up to Ryan Mountcastle. Mountcastle bounces it to Volpe, who has a trouble finding the handle, gets it to second too late. A run scores, everybody's safe, and it's a 1-run game in the ninth. So now Cedric Mullins making his first plate appearance of the game. Came on as a pinch runner back in the 8th. No more breathing room for Clay Holmes. Mullins to left. Verdugo started in, and the Orioles are going to win it. Oh, my! Welcome to Club Sid.
Well, I was about to say if this ended, it might have been the biggest win for the Yankees of the season.
Instead, this is the biggest win for the Orioles instead. No doubt about it.